The deadline in this sector for voluntary presentation at the experimental center is 6 o'clock.
You're supposed to be an artist. Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
What's happening, everybody? Sheldon J. Think About It Radio. Man, I tried to start earlier, right? My computer shut down. Everything just shut down on me, right? Now, in the midst of me talking about Motivation Monday and having encouragement and going through the trials and tribulation, guess what? I had a trial. I had an issue. I had a malfunction with my equipment. The computer shut down on me, so I had to start over everything, right? I had to put everything back in again and start the journey all over again. Start the show all over again, right? And we're talking about motivation. See, the show is Motivation Monday, right? I used to have a show called Money Mondays, Passive Income Monday. Now it's Motivation Monday. Because you know why? In the midst of all that other stuff, right? If you're not motivated to keep on pushing, to keep on keeping on no matter what come your way, you're going to roll over and play dead after a while. Because you know why? It's going to beat you up. The situations, the trials, the circumstances, the adversity. If you're not motivated to succeed, if you're not motivated to just keep pressing on no matter what that is. See, only you know what pushes you. Only you know what motivates you. Only you know what keeps you going, right? Okay? So you have to be able to talk to yourself, understand yourself, evaluate your own situation, and say to yourself, what can I do to improve this situation? Not anyone else. What can you do to improve yourself, to make the situation a little bit better? Because, see, it's not what people do to you, it's how you respond to it. It's how you handle it. Anything about adversity, anytime you go through adversity, it's all about how you manage that. How do you go through it? Do you become better or do you become bitter? Do you become more of a understanding where your situation is, or do you become aggravated because someone had the nerve to say something to you, right? So we have to just continue to be motivated, and no one can motivate you more than you. No one can push you more than you. No one should. No one should push you more than you push yourself. You should be your own biggest cheerleader. And also you should be your own biggest critic. No one should be able to criticize you more than you can yourself or critique you. Right? You should be able to understand who you are, because the only way you can be effective at anything is understanding who you are. Right? And we talk about motivation, and we talk about business, and we talk about being encouraged. But here's the thing. You have to know why you do what you do. Because if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing every day, no matter what the business endeavor is, no matter what the title of the business is, no matter if it's entrepreneurship, working for a company, startup, multi-level marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing, no matter what it is, what motivates you? What's your why? Why am I doing this? Once you start answering that question, then everything else will start making sense. Those trials, those circumstances, those setbacks, those adversities, they'll become null and void, right? Because you know why you're doing it. It won't hinder you from keep on moving forward. See, I had computer issues when I started. I wanted to start at 8 o'clock. I'm starting at 8:20. Had to start at 8:20 or so, right? Because I had computer issues. I could have said, forget it. Problem is going to keep existing, and wouldn't have done a show tonight because of that. Then who would I have hurt? Myself. Because I love doing these shows. I love talking to you guys. I love having a podcast. I love having a platform that I'm able to express myself and help some people at the same time. It's a win-win situation. It's a beautiful thing. And I encourage anyone, if you got a thing, go do it. Go do it. Whatever that thing is, be motivated, be encouraged, and see that thing through. Whatever it is, even if you fail, you know what not to do for the next time. But at least try. Do not listen to people who stand up and hit their glass ceiling. Do not listen to those people, because sometimes people have limited vision. And they would judge you, and they would comment and would encourage you or discourage you based upon their own experiences. So you have to be able to set experiences yourself. Set goals for yourself. Set opportunities for yourself. Don't worry about the next person, because you can't think about what the next person is thinking. I think a lot of times we often tend to give too much credit to what other people are thinking or what other people are saying about us or whatever, rather than just tapping into that God-given ability that he has given us to be the best we can be. Not what other people want us to be, not what other people say we should be, but who are we? Every single day, who are we? What are we about? What is, again, the reason? The reason for us doing anything that we do. So when you go through those moments of discouragement or things not working out the way you thought it was, the numbers not looking like what you thought they were, again, why am I doing it? Why am I doing it? And will you be able to see it through? Do we have the intestinal fortitude to see these things through when we do go through our hurdles, when we do go through our trials and tribulations? Do we have enough within us to say, no matter what, I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep on going, no matter who. But again, that will not be your end all be all if you do not know why. I go back to that again. You have to know that. I think oftentimes, when we're out here just kind of just flying by the seat of our pants with no true goal in mind, with no true end result in mind, with no true plan drawn out. It's just kind of like go for what you know. That's not really going to work because you have to have some kind of plan. Any house that you see, right? Any building that you see, you have to set a foundation. In order for it to start building up, you have to set that foundation. So the first thing you have to do is get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. You have to have your mind right, because if you don't have your mind right, the first sign of something not going right, you will quit. You will give up. You will give up. And then you have given up on yourself. And then what'll happen is years down the line, you'll have regret. You'll have remorse, right? Because you'll sit back and say, well, did I do all I knew I could do? Did I give all I knew I could give? And if you know you didn't, then you're going to be disappointed, because had you seen that thing through, maybe you will see a whole bunch of different results than what you see right now. See, 2017 isn't the end all be all for Sheldon J. 2017 is not the end all be all for what God has for me in my life. And I know that. And I know this because I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know the reason why. So when I come with any adversity, when any negativity comes my way, any adversity, any difficulty, I am not bothered. You know why? Because I know why I'm doing it. So I can't be bothered, and I have to keep pushing. I have to keep pushing forward. I have to keep moving forward. You, audience, listeners, please keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. Do not quit. Do not give up, because I promise you, you will regret it. You will regret it, and you will be disappointed in yourself if you did not see this thing through. No matter what it is, you started for a reason. If you have to walk a mile down the road, yeah, it seems like a far way to walk, right? But if you just start walking, if you just put one foot in front of the other, you'll eventually get to where you have to go. No matter where you have to go, just start. Just start somewhere. Just start. It has to come from being an idea to actually being something that you put out and you actually execute in practice. How are you going to know if it's not going to work if you never try? Stay away from the naysayers. Stay away from the don't doers. Stay away from the won't doers. Stay away from the won't encouragers. Stay away from the disappointed. Stay away from those people that's not going to fuel the fire that you have in you. Because what happens is that when you're not totally motivated and you're not totally in tune to what you're trying to do, any person can come in and throw you off track. They can come in and say, well, I knew you couldn't do it. Well, I knew it wasn't going to work. I wasn't going to tell you, but, I thought about it and I kind of figured it wasn't going to work. You don't need that. You don't need that, because going out doing something on your own, going out doing something that's not normal, even working for companies or whatever, just going out and doing something is not easy. Everybody's not doing it. Everybody doesn't have the boldness or the faith in themselves to bet on themselves no matter what it is. To create another income, to create another job, to create another, even a hobby, just whatever it is that you love to do, just do it. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? It won't work. Okay, it didn't work. I failed. Okay, you failed. They laughed at me. Okay, they laughed at you. I'm embarrassed. Okay, get unembarrassed. Right? That's all, man. It's simple. It's really simple. Sometimes I think we give too much credit to what people think rather than what we think about ourselves. Because the thing about it, newsflash, people would think what they want to think. On today, you may be the best thing since sliced bread. On tomorrow, you may not be crap. Because of how people feel, because how fickle people are. Excuse me. People are real fickle. People are real fickle, and so they'll change on you at the drop of a dime. But are you fickle with yourself? Will you change on yourself? Will you not be consistent, again, every day? You have to work on yourself. What makes you tick? And then know that. Because, again, nobody else can know you better than you, and no one else should. And it's not anyone else's responsibility to know you, you know. But with this show, Motivation Monday, is to encourage and to uplift. And also I'll be having a special guest on from time to time that will also share insight on their journey through either entrepreneurial efforts or through working at companies or startup businesses, just whatever it is that they're doing. We're going to have conversations about that. And then we're going to talk about their ups, their downs. What did they learn? What are they willing to tell the next person? What advice can they give individuals that's interested in doing something that may be similar to what they're doing? So definitely we're going to cover all bases of it and try to just give the people what they want, which is motivation. Give the people what they want, which is information. Give the people what they want, which is love. Right? And you give it all in love, and you give it all with just a kind heart and a good heart, good things are going to happen. You know? So again, if anybody out here, if you guys have went through any kind of adversity with having your own business, starting your own business, or even working for any company, I say stay motivated and encourage yourself. Do not expect anyone else to do it for you. Encourage yourself, right? Lift yourself up, and you know what you're capable of doing. And also, you know if you're giving 100%. Every single day, give 100%. Anything less, you're cheating yourself. Every single day, give 100%. Honestly, I'm so excited about another day, I only sleep because I have to. If I didn't have to go to sleep or just got sleepy, I would never go to sleep because I'm that excited about another day, another chance, no matter what comes, no matter whatever trial that day may bring or whatever triumph that day may bring. Because again, each day is not all about trials. It's about triumphs as well. But I'm ready for them because I'm prepared and I know who I am, and I got up with excitement of another day. What awaits me today? Rather than, oh, Lord, I got another day. No, if you go into it that way, then you're going to receive it that way. It's going to happen to you that way. You're going to see it, right? If you think negative, you're going to see negative. If you think drama, you're going to see drama. Just like if you buy a car that's a blue car, every time you look around, you're going to see another car that's the same color as that car, right? Once you buy it, because your mind is focused on it now. So if you think on things that's not helpful, things that's not positive, then of course there's going to be a lot of negativity around you and a lot of negative people because that's what you're feeding on, right? So we have to be able to feed on different type of information and different kind of emotions that's going to be productive rather than destructive, right? And then that way, as we go through, as we accomplish things in our journey, as far as business is concerned, as far as being motivated to continue, we can go and reach and tell someone else and give them encouragement and motivation for their particular journey. But if you're wallowing in your sorrow, if you're having a pity party for yourself, you're not even thinking about helping anybody else. You're not even thinking about encouraging anyone else because you know why? I got problems. I have stuff on my mind. And so you don't even give your information to people that may find value in that, right? So we have to be able to get outside of ourselves and really think about others because, again, that's the point of it all. If you have knowledge, then why are you not sharing it? Are you just keeping it in your pocket? Just what? For what? So we have to be able to share, again, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, we have to be able to trust ourselves and then trust the process. I hear this so many times with so many people that's been in business and doing things. Trust the process. Because, see, we look at it. You may be doing something for a year. You may be doing it for 2 years or 6 months or 3 years, however long you're doing it. And you may not see the fruits of that labor. You may not see the results that you particularly want to see. But you just keep going. It's going to happen. It's just like chopping a tree down, right? With an axe, okay? If you keep hitting a different spot on that tree will never fall. But if you just keep hitting that same spot, just keep hitting it, just keep chopping it, it will eventually fall. You just have to just stay consistent with your approach. Stay consistent,